Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Convention on Biodiversity. The first Convention on Biodiversity was organized at Rio de Janeiro, capital of Brazil, from June 5th to 16th, 1992, named as United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, that is UNCED, better known as Rio Summit, to maintain ecological balance and enrich biodiversity. The agreement on biodiversity was signed by 150 countries, including three programs. First, to ensure conservation of biodiversity. Second, sustainable use of biodiversity. Third, rational and equitable share of profit to accrue from use of genetic resources. Now, the second convention was organized at Johannesburg in 2002, called World Summit on Sustainable Development, where the biodiversity and sustainable ecosystem management was the issue. The next conference was the International Conference held on biodiversity in relation to food and human security in a warming planet, 15 to 17 February 2010 in Chennai. International Conference on Wildlife and Biodiversity Conservation held on 3rd to 5th June 2010 at Dal Lake, Srinagar and Kashmir. The next is Indian Biodiversity Congress, IBC, and Indian Biodiversity Expo, IBE, will be held on 27 to 31st December at Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Now, let us know about the Convention on Biological Diversity. So, this Convention on Biodiversity, or it is known as CBD in short, it was signed by 150 government leaders at the 1992 Rio Earth Summit, and it came into force on 29 December 1993. India is also a party to the CBD. Secured rights is given to control access to genetic resources for the countries in which those resources are located. Article 8 Clause J of the CBD deals with the issues relating to traditional knowledge associated with biological resources. Now let us know the main objectives of the CBD. Firstly, conservation of biological diversity. Second, sustainable use of the components of biological diversity. Next, fair and equitable sharing of the benefits arising out of the utilization of genetic resources. Now let us know the protocol regarding Convention on Biodiversity. The first is the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety and Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing. They are the supplementary agreements to the convention. The Cartagena Protocol, which entered into force on 11th September 2003, seeks to protect biological diversity from the potential risk posed by living modified organisms resulting from modern biotechnology. The Nagoya Protocol aims at sharing the benefits arising from the utilization of genetic resources in a fair and equitable way, including by appropriate access to genetic resources and by appropriate transfer of relevant technologies. So it entered into force on 12th October 2014, and to date it had been ratified by 105 parties. Now let us know the importance of the Conference of the Parties. In short, it is known as COP. It is the highest governing body of the Convention on Biological Diversity. The COP brings together representatives of the parties to the convention along with other key players from civil society, business, indigenous and local communities, youths and others to review and advance the implementation of the convention. The meetings are now held every 2 years. So this is the importance of the Conference of the Parties. The next is MOPS. Protocols have a meeting of the parties as the main governing body. It is composed of all parties to the protocol in question. The MOP serves the same function as set out for the Conference of the Parties. So, at the Convention on Biological Diversity, The two protocols established the Conference of the Parties, serving as the meeting of the parties as their main governing body. The Conference of the Parties, serving as the meeting of the parties to the protocol, currently meets every 2 years in conjunction with the regular meetings of the Conference of the Parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity. Now let us know the Indian initiatives for the protection of the protocol for the protection of biodiversity. Indian initiatives: first is the Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act 2001. The next is Biological Diversity Act 2002. Then the next is Article 8 Clause J under traditional knowledge. It has said that the traditional knowledge should be preserved and it should be maintained and it should be respected, and it should promote with the approval and involvement of the holders. Benefits arising from traditional knowledge must be shared equitably. Now let us know the international mechanism in protection of traditional knowledge and biodiversity. The first is TRIPS agreement. TRIPS is nothing but trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. Article 27 Clause 3 Clause B, it is the international mechanism in protection of traditional knowledge and biodiversity. The second is CBD. CBD means Convention on Biodiversity. Article 16 Clause 5 and Article 22 tells about the conservation of biological diversity. The next is Nagayo Protocol. So next we are going to discuss about why IPR protection should be given for biodiversity. The first point is to regulate access to biological resources. Second, to conserve and sustainable use of the biological resources. The next is to protect and rehabilitate threatened species. The next is to respect and protect knowledge of local communities.